The Adam Carolla Show presents Clay Aiken's birthday cocktail party for November 30th. Let's see who's invited. Let's welcome the Irish author and satirist who wrote Gulliver's Travels, Jonathan Swift. Here's the German physicist who first estimated the speed of sound, Ernst Chladni. See how fast that was? Here's American politician and rifle maker Oliver Winchester. The British Prime Minister during World War II is here. Let's welcome Winston Churchill. Let's welcome the first African-American Congresswoman, Shirley Chisholm. From First Blood, it's Richard Crenna. Dick Clark is here. NFL Hall of Fame coach Bill Walsh just walked in. Here's filmmaker Woody Allen. Alien director Ridley Scott. It's the bass player for Deep Purple, Roger Glover. American playwright David Mamet. Billy Idol just walked in. Here's NFL Hall of Famer and MLB All-Star Bo Jackson. The governor of South Dakota, Kristi Noem, is here. Alicia Cuthbert is here. Here's Chrissy Teigen and Kaylee Cuoco. And the American author of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Clay Aiken is on the Adam Carolla Show.
Wow.
Pretty good list.
Todd Bridges from Different Strokes is the best celebrity on my list.
Really? And I have Winston Churchill and Mark Twain.
Oh, my God.
Todd Bridges is on this.
He's the highest.
Well, I would say you're the highest.
Okay,
probably.
maybe me, but that's still very sad
very good
testimonial.
list. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Got lucky. Now, when's your birthday?
May 27th. I'm thinking about changing it, though.
You might want to.
When's yours?
November 30th. So you
I
have
could
to
move
think,
over.
You
yeah.
have to think about when these people were conceived. So around what time? For me, that would be like tax day.
Oh, interesting.
So I would. So what would that make yours? 9 months prior to. I can't do math, so we've already established that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
October.
Nobody has any real reason to be fucking around that period of time, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. For me, it was a Halloween screw.
Yeah.
Maybe. I guess. All right, you got some news there, Mayhem?
Got some news. Hey, women engage in a mass primal scream in wake of Trump victory.
Oh, yeah.
Release our pain, they say. Yeah, there's some remarkable footage from Wisconsin of women screaming in unison towards Lake Michigan.
Oh, this
in
is
the
in
wake of
Wisconsin. It's weird.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Michigan because they were yelling at Lake Michigan, but I guess you could do that.
Yeah,
from
let's
Wisconsin.
check this out. I haven't seen this.
They're just going round and round and round.
There's probably some poor guy just out of frame trying to surf fish going, hey, bitches, Jesus Christ, you're scaring the carp away.
It's not as big a group as I expected it to
I
be.
thought it'd be a larger group.
Maybe that's why. he
And
didn't
it's
win.
only, by the way, there's 3 dudes there and they're all trying to get laid. They're not really down with the cause. That's how guys work.
Do you really think that they won it from that particular group of
my
women,
God.
though?
It's a good point. It's not Occupy Wall Street. No, the dudes who showed up at Occupy Wall Street were looking for chicks. This holds a special place in my heart because my mom met my stepdad at Primal Scream Therapy.
Yeah, I forgot.
I told you the stuff that you thought was
That's a
new. Whatever you think is new, like 2024, it's all regurgitated from 1973. It's basically the Fugees and Roberta Flack. You know what I mean? It's just a rip-off
It's a remix.
of what that my mom was doing all this shit before any of these people were born.
Primal scream with the drum machine.
Yeah, it was called ecology. Now it's called global warming or whatever we're calling it now. We'll call it something else in 10 years from now.
Fair.
But it was called ecology. It was called the ecology movement. Not to bring it back to climate change. What I'm saying is climate change seems newish, except for not to my mom, because if you described climate change to her in 1972, she'd go, "Oh, ecology." because they just called it something else.
But were they looking to solve the same? I mean, I remember in the 80s, there was the don't litter. I mean, there was this big thing about not littering. And so it was always about helping the earth, but in different ways. This time it just happens to be don't drive cars or eat meat.
Yeah, back then it was like, well, we do like cows and cars, so we're not going there, and we don't really have like windmill technology and solar.
Well, I don't think they had thought about the cows and cars yet, and then they just recently have had to determine what can we be upset about today.
Kind of, it's a good metaphor or whatever, because the cars really did pollute a lot, and then somebody said. They came up with a catalytic converter and unleaded fuel. And now, look, when I was young, if somebody fired up a Pontiac in a parking garage, your eyes would start watering, right? You fire up a Honda now in a parking, there's nothing. You can walk through a busy parking structure. You don't smell it, whatever, because technology, we worked it out. Like, they got on it, they fixed it. But Primal Scream...
What has
existed for a long time. It certainly did not fix my mom. That I can tell you. I was conceived early-ish September. That's according to
Well, that's early-ish September. That's a little sort of a boring time of year. There's no reason to be.
No doubt.
No. So that's why not many people were conceiving children then, and.
But the Bridges family had an idea.
Well,
they had a young star in mind.
Back to school, bang a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So they're screaming at the lake.
They're screaming at the lake. They say we are screaming in rage and we are screaming in pain, but we are screaming in unity and solidarity because we have a plan and a way forward.
All right.
Yeah,
the plan includes screaming.
Yeah, they're refused fascism members. They did a. They said they're screaming like a pack of wolves. We don't want to scream helplessly at the sky, Samantha Goldman explained. We want to scream like a pack of wolves to bring down the administration.
Yes, that'll do it.
Oh my God.
They're going to want to do much. They're going to need a few more than they had at that group.
Oh, that's pretty sad.
14 lesbians is not going to bring down the administration.
No,
to be fair.
Next up, Belgian sex workers win maternity pay and pension rights in a world's first. This story is super interesting because they decriminalized, I guess, legalized sex work in Belgium, and so because of that, it has to be treated the same as any other employees, and they have to get maternity pay and pension rights.
Well.
I don't know that you'd want them to be working at 8 months pregnant.
Listen, bud, I know some guys. That's a kink. That's a thing.
Certain German tourists would pay a premium.
Twice
the
normal rate.
The nature of the straight man.
But would they pay the same rate in the week after they had a baby? So maybe that's why that's why you need him to go home.
Well,
stay home for a little bit.
That's the Black Friday. Those are called doorbusters.
That's exactly what happens.
That's when everything's priced to move. No reasonable offer turned down.
So it went a couple years. In 2022, sex work was decriminalized, but they had no protections or labor rights, such as unemployment benefits or health insurance. And now, under the law, sex workers have the right to refuse sexual partners or perform specific acts and can stop at any time. And nor can they be fired for any of those refusals.
So they're not working for themselves? They're working for a company?
Yeah, employers must be of good character, quote unquote. I don't know how a pimp has a good character, but and with the business residents in Belgium, and they must also ensure their premises are equipped with panic buttons, clean linen, showers, and condoms. So it's like workers' rights here. It's interesting.
That seems, I know. That's acceptable. You expect that there should be panic buttons and clean linens and
I
condoms.
think I would abuse the panic button. Like, I would hit that panic button and be like, can I get a turkey sandwich up in here? Sir, you're not really the spirit of the... Well, my blood sugar's low. We're going for round 3, so I don't know what you call that, but I'm in a little bit of a panic. So, look, once you legalize something and you go, all right, here we are. Like, we've agreed as a society to legalize something, then all of the benefits and all of the whatevers and fallbacks. Like, okay, now you have to pay taxes. Now we have to have paid vacations. Now we need clean conditions or whatever. Like, whatever goes along with it just goes along with it once you agree as a society, whether it's legalizing pot or prostitution. Once you go, we've agreed, then all the rest has to come in.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing overall. In my opinion, it seems like it because it's keeping the women
safe. Because you want your prostitutes to be well rested.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that people are going to do this anyway. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm libertarian or whatever you call it, where I just think, okay, well, but the market speaks. It's free market. And people want to pay for sex, then okay, fine, make it as safe as possible.
No, I agree with that. I just did not. I think I was if you're running a business where you are employing a harem of prostitutes, I might not necessarily trust your judgment.
What I mean is,
if you're an individual, if you're a self-employed prostitute, of course you can take whatever time off you want.
Yeah.
But if you're employing prostitutes, I don't want them to be abused. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So they're putting in protections for them, including health insurance.
The notion of the prostitute has always bumped me a little bit, like paying somebody to be attracted to you. Essentially,
morally, it's strange. It's like a dubious area.
I've just never liked the notion of it. I like the idea of the person I'm with wanting to be with me versus paying for it. On the other hand,
you're such a sentimental person.
Yes, but you get a massage from somebody who doesn't want to give you a massage, except for you pay them to get a massage.
Well, some people say that you don't pay the prostitute for sex; you pay them to leave.
I can't. The thing that I find vexing, we just did that story with Liam, what's his name, from New Kids or One Direction or
Liam Payne.
Yeah, not paying the prostitute. And then there was a big issue. There was a Charlie Sheen dust up with not paying the prostitute. There was you must know the name Aiken Bucci. No? Yeah?
No.
Aiken
Bucci.
Aiken Bucci. Clay doesn't know Aiken Bucci.
I don't.
The boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that name, but I didn't know that's how you say it.
One of the most feared heavyweights really of all time. But
what prostitute did he not pay?
He locked her in the closet or something and didn't find out what happened to Ike Abeabuchi, who was feared more than Tyson, but ended up going to prison instead of fighting the people who were trying to duck him because he was pretty devastating. But Ike Abeabuchi locked. All I'm saying is this.
That's kidnapping.
It's Charlie Sheen, Ike Abeabuchi, and Liam, who's it, band?
Liam Payne.
What I'm saying is when you order a prostitute, figure you're going to pay them and then bid them adieu at some point. Do not. There's always a story where it's like, then the prostitute asked for money, and the John got incensed and destroyed the room. And it's like,
I wonder, what did they think was going to happen?
I get there's a lot of drugs and booze floating around, but do not be surprised.
I heard the story the other direction where the prostitute, as soon as she gets the money, runs out the door.
I could understand a little more.
So I think that's why this happens. It's a strange, same time.
In July 1999, Ike Abeabuchi was staying at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas when he phoned a local escort service and had a woman sent to his room. The 21-year-old woman said later that she was there to strip and do nothing else. She claimed Abeabuchi attacked her in the walk-in closet after she demanded to be paid up front. People get real moody with their prostitutes. Abeabuchi barricaded himself in the bathroom and police discharged pepper spray.
So he locked her in the closet and himself in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, invite the ladies into the hotel room and then expect to pay them at some point and see if we can keep it cordial. You know what I mean? I don't know why we locking people in different closets and bathrooms. Why Charlie Sheen got into trouble with this? I get it, drugs and alcohol, but
well, that can't happen in Belgium anymore.
Nope, not anymore.
That's right.
They're protected,
legalized. Next up in the news, a brat trashes Walmart as adults make excuses for her in a wild video. You don't know what she's going through. Check this out.
vid.
Yeah, I've seen this. This is going around.
She's stomping on produce or on meat or what? What is she doing?
Looks like she's in the Walmart grocery section.
She's about
going
9?
ham. Yeah, about 9.
Yeah, people are freaked
And
out.
where's the parent?
Well, that's a good question. I like that everyone's yelling at it. Now she's breaking the bubbly. All right, now you go after the booze. That's when I intervene.
You're wasting wine.
My medicine. Yeah.
Well, I don't see the parent anywhere.
Somebody may be the parent. I think part of the issue is she's black and people are freaked out.
I thought she seemed to be Asian.
Racially ambiguous.
I mean, I can understand why people who are working there wouldn't do anything because you're afraid you're going to get sued. You touch somebody else's kid, right?
I think she's black, but I can't.
She's high
it
yellow.
Looks like it to me. But the point is there's a racial component to it where you don't want to get filmed tackling a young black kid.
Right, but the parent should either be tackling her or the parent should be tackled themselves.
The parent's not there.
Listen,
in the past, society was the parent.
Dude, my dad snatched me up by the wrist.
Yes.
Like so quickly
How
at
nice
that
of
age.
him. Mine would have been by the neck.
Yeah.
Bust my shoulder out.
Somebody showed up at the end, a black man. So I don't know if that was the parent or not the parent. But either way, can't tell. Well, half black, we'll say. Something. Anyway, it was her hair that made me think that. Who knows anymore? Yeah, people are scared to intervene. I mean, and also, I don't know what his name is, Daniel Penny or whatever. You got this guy in New York who choked out a guy who was threatening everyone on the subway, and he's on trial right now for his life, basically. So who the fuck wants to get involved anymore with anything? Because you
will get you'll get sued. I mean, frankly, I would say the parent would beat your ass if you touched their kid, but frankly, I'd have been happy to see the parent show up at all.
It seems like at the end, the article doesn't go into it that it's not known if that's her father at all. So, yeah, still kind of I guess we'll have to follow that up later.
I hate wasted food.
Yeah, me too.
I
me
do.
Too. I got that, yeah.
And if I would have worked there and they were like, we got to throw out those pork chops, and I'd be like, why? Because she threw them on the floor. I'm like, they're still in the package. And they'd go, at some point I'd go, we got to throw out the Triscuits and the pork chops. And I go, yeah, I'll do that. I'll volunteer to do that. And then I just walk it over to my car and I throw everything in my car.
See, but that's the interesting thing. Also, is like there's a big issue of food waste in America. No, where if it goes like 1 day past the expiration date, they put it in the dumpster, but pour bleach on it so that people can't. Yeah. Starbucks too. Starbucks throws boatloads of stuff away.
And what is because they're afraid someone will eat it and sue them?
No, it's because then the price goes down, because if I can get those biscuits tomorrow for free the whole black market gets set up instead of doing something smart like giving it to a homeless shelter or something like this. But they don't do that. Yeah, this is you never heard of this?
Yeah, I have, but I thought it's because they had a liability.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
That's their excuse.
Aha!
Yeah.
I feel like once it's in the dumpster, though, they shouldn't have a liability. Or
they shouldn't,
it away.
except until they get sued. Listen, when I worked at McDonald's, I was told to throw away like 13 fillet of fish. Oh, I took that challenge. I walked that shit to the dumpster. First off, I ate 3 of them on the way to the dumpster. And then the second thing I did is shove them all in the arm of the dumpster, because the dumpster has that hollowed out arm for the hooks. Shoved them all in there and hit them.
Well played.
And came back,
well played,
and got a day-old fillet of fish and ate it.
Later that day.
A few hours cooking in the dumpster.
I'm no worse for wear. I'm fine. I wasn't going to waste any of that food. I was going to be part of the problem.
And nothing really keeps like fish, you know?
Oh, I'll tell you, tartar sauce and fish. Those are the things you want in the sun.
Yes.
You want tartar, cheese, and fish to be in the sun before you eat it. That's what something my pappy told me.
And it's better if you sit it as close to sewage as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to keep it. Yeah, that goes without saying.
Very mindful of you.
All right, one more.
Dictionary.com has named its word of the year, and it is not brat. Can anyone guess?
I'm afraid.
Wait a minute.
You said mindful.
Now, this is dictionary.com.
I'm going low-perbole.
Low-perbole is
I just invented a word that
25.
needs my family would use low-perbole.
That'll be 2025. I can see it.
I'm going propaganda. What's your guess?
Well, I'm afraid
Propaganda.
you said mindful, and I was afraid to God that you were going to say that the word is demure.
Demure.
Is it really? Oh, I did not-
Aiken, you are correct, sir.
I didn't want that to be the word.
It is. It's a word that went viral over the summer. I don't know. Can you guys bring up the lady who popularized this, please? Because this lady is something else. She has that charisma. She has something about her that just really brought it home.
She also has a penis.
Well, yeah, I think she still does.
Probably.
But I think she's a lady.
I'm having a hard time telling these days.
Yeah. Come on, Buster.
You see how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like
I don't know what that is
I don't know
either.
what green cut
I don't
crease
do
is.
too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go to the job. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure. I'm very modest. I'm very mindful. You see my shirt? Only a little chichi out, not my chocho. Be mindful of why they hired you. Here's your reality check, diva. What's the name you'd like me to make it out to?
See, this is how I got this job. I listened to this and
You want to
figured
talk
it out.
about high self-esteem, though.
I'm so
Yeah.
demure.
Some self-esteem.
I'm so mindful.
She didn't throw away a lot of filet of fish. I'll tell you right now.
13.
She did not chuck a lot of filet of fish. She put that shit
She
down.
backed them down.
I don't know if this is a man or a woman.
No, she is trans, as far as I've read. And yeah.
And where might she be working that this is an
that's
issue?
something I don't know. They didn't go into that either. I didn't dig too deep on her. I just realized that the demure thing just went off.
I always thought the word of the year was supposed to be a new word. Demure's not a new word.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's why you want it to be
I
low
screamed.
Sorry, guys, it's wrong.
That's
It's
why I
not
got
a new
robbed. I
word.
got robbed with Bahyman all those years ago.
What?
Yeah. With Hyman?
With the Bahyman. You know, the lady has a hymen and the man has a
Bahyman?
behymen, I should say. You know, mine's still in decent shape. You know, I don't know. I'm not
Mine
speaking for
is not
everyone
intact.
here, but I'm saying that should have been word of the year in '99. Behymen.
Yeah, I was surprised. I think I read that another dictionary also named demure as the word. And I was surprised because I always thought they were supposed to be newly coined words or
No,
something.
in Oxford, I think they went with brain rot.
See, now that's a new
Should be low
word.
The
Probably.
Oxford Dictionary, but yeah, they're just, it doesn't have to be a new word. It just has to be a viral word.
Well,
won.
it's certainly viral.
I have many entries in the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, me too.
You do?
I do. Yeah.
That you
How many
coined.
do you have?
2. I know squirrel neck is in there. Freaking squirrel neck.
Oh, squirrel neck's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what
Let's
else.
look it up. I want to know what Mayhem has in there. I have many entries.
That you created.
Yes.
And a new one today, so we'll add to it.
That's right.
Low hyperbole.
Low-perbole
It's a standard.
is perfect because my family would have, if I sold out a theater that had 2,000 seats and someone would have asked my mom how big was the venue, she'd say about 1,500 seats. She would use low-perbole.
And what would be her motivation for that?
I don't. That is a vexing question. But what I'm saying, other moms may have said
She's not a good counter.
3,000 seats
right.
and used hyperbole
Hyperbole,
to
correct.
go up. The
Yeah.
correct answer would be 2. Many moms would say 2,500 or over 2
Right.
or something. My mom would say about 1,000.
That was very.
'Cause she was a
that's not
Carolla.
generous. That's
Not
very
generous. Not my family did not roll that way.
You want to use low hyperbole for how many empty seats were there? Oh, just 2 or 3.
Right. That's where you. It's good use of low hyperbole.
Thank you.
My mom would have won. It's about half full, maybe, for 4 empty seats. Right. So does Mayhem have? LeBron worked as a cashier at Marinos in Illinois.
Cashier. Yeah.
Now she's. Her name is LeBron, because we did the whole.
Her last name is
Yeah.
LeBron.
Okay.
Squirrel neck.
By the way,
is up.
is Brandy ready or not ready?
Do you get credited
she
for
is.
that?
Well,
Do you get credited for that?
I have a sign that says Brandy's here, but she's finished doing her hair. Oh, makeup now. Okay, sorry. Squirrel neck. So you get credit for squirrel neck.
It says your name there.
All right. Is there another entry or is it just squirrel neck?
Well, hold on. I need to know what
That's
that
all
means so I can use it as more often. Little importance. Oh, so it's just an insult for someone.
Yeah, it's somebody who's like insignificant.
Okay, squirrel neck. I can start using that. I know a lot of those.
Great. I'm so
All right.
glad
See if
brought
I
it to
have
the
any
light.
in there.
Do they list them by who created it?
I haven't checked in a million years. I can't remember how, if you put in Adam Carolla.
I've tried to search
Whatever you do,
by
don't put in
Mayhem
my
Miller and
name.
Jason Mayhem Miller, and it comes up non-existent. So
Nothing?
you can't search like that.
Oh, you can't
They'll
search
have it
by.
in the description, whatever the word is.
I just knew that somebody told me that. There's a hey, you know you're on Urban Dictionary.
If you search Adam Carolla, then it won't come up.
I will check that now.
Dude, you got plenty of bangers, bro. Like you definitely have something in there.
Adam Carolla as a term means Renaissance man.
No, you hang a Carolla is when you take a left on one of those red lights that have the arrow. I always hang a Carolla.
Adam Carolla has a definition in the Urban Dictionary. It's Renaissance man, patriot, God among men.
Wow.
Did you put that in yourself?
I had my publicist do it, but yeah, she was told to do it.
Hell yeah.
But it won't give you any other searches.
Your publicist is the
Prophet Muhammad.
It won't give us your other words.
Well, it has Bahayman in there.
It does. And black simile
Well, that's two black guys that seem alike.
and dime per scale.
Dime,
and
dime for
I didn't even know why that one's in there. But that's the ones you've been able to find, huh?
Yeah, there's a bunch that if you search, it'll say coined by person. So emotional chiropractor, coined by Adam Carolla.
So for 2025, we need one of these to be the word of the day.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, not for this show, but let's see if we can consolidate these things. And then somebody, put a call to one of the higher ups over there in Urban Dictionary, and let's get my loperbole.
Right.
Yeah.
Stamp it in there.
All right.
Just ask
Mayhem
Prophet
also
Muhammad
has
to enter it.
some plush. Shit my pants laughing so hard.
Yeah. Some plush.
Wait, hold
That's
on.
a old one. I don't
What is
remember.
that one? Some plush?
Splush.
Splush.
Yeah, it's a S.
Acronym.
Yeah, acronym.
Splush.
Shit my pants. I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, it's an
Oh,
acronym.
got you. Okay.
Clay's
Using
out.
that in my texts.
Christmas bells are ringing, everyone. Let's get back to the basics over here.
Oh, it's already up. Low Purple's already up.
I think we're submitting.
Oh, good.
Yeah, submitting.
Oh,
My children need a legacy. And Bahayman's not enough. We need
Mine
more.
have splush.
And black simile. Available, by the way, Christmas bells are ringing anywhere you find finer albums, and website Clay Aiken. That is AIKEN.com is where you go for all the good stuff. Always great to catch up with you, my
too.
friend.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you,
God
too.
bless you, man.